Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this week is week 7's weekly overview, so let's jump right into it. So today I just wanted to talk about AI and how it plays a role in society today. You know, as we move closer to a more technology-centered society, I think it's important to really understand, you know, how AI helps us and how AI can really be our downfall, right? It seems like everyone nowadays is using AI in some way, shape, or form, right? Whether that be ChatGPT or using like Instagram or Snapchat filters, AI is becoming a part of our lives slowly, right? So I just wanted to take the time here today to really discuss, you know, the benefits and the negatives of AI. So let's first start off about the integration of AI in research. As you know, AI is transforming the way scientific research is conducted. This is mainly due because of like faster discoveries. You know, AI models can analyze data at unprecedented speeds, which is reducing the time required for many breakthroughs. Then you have cross-disciplinary applications, right? AI is really used in all these different fields such as physics, biology, medicine, chemistry, and even some social sciences to solve various complex problems. And there is a reduction of human bias, right? AI can provide objective insights by analyzing these raw data without preconceived notions. So an example I would like to give regarding this would be AlphaFold from DeepMind. It's able to solve like these decade-old problems of protein folding, which is crucial for drug design and molecular biology. Very important. Another thing is that researchers also use AI to discover new materials with like desired properties, such as like superconductors or lightweight durable materials for aerospace, for instance. So another one of AI's biggest strengths is its ability to analyze vast data sets and detect patterns, and it makes predictions that humans might overlook, right? Because we're humans, we're flawed, right? Not saying that AIs and technology is not flawed, but AIs can detect things that we cannot at a greater level. So how can AI help in data analysis? Right, they can do image and pattern recognition, right? So AIs can process and analyze images, some from like microscopes, telescopes, and medical scans to really detect anomalies, right? I guess an example of this would be, in some hospitals, right, they use AI to really detect, right, anomalies in the body, right? So if they detect anything wrong with the body, it sort of pings the doctor to let them know, hey, there's something going on with this person in this specific location. Another way that AI helps in data analysis, it has predictive modeling, right? So AI models will use historical data to really like forecast trends in fields like climate science and finances, right? So AI has sort of made its way into forecasts, right? If you guys ever watch the news, meteorologists, when they give you the weather for the week, right, they are really using AI to sort of predict what the weather might be, right? Because that's really all that is, right? It's not really a set in stone it's not really a set in stone that like rain's gonna happen today or tomorrow, right? It's always a prediction, and meteorologists heavily rely on AI to make those predictions. So now that we talked about the analysis, let's move on to automation of repetitive tasks, right? As we know, many scientific experiments involve very tedious and repetitive tasks, and AI can help automate these processes, which ultimately leads to like higher efficiency, increased accuracy, right? So an example of automation of repetitive tasks, right, would be AI-driven robots, right? I guess a more common example that people would be able to pick up on is a Roomba. You guys have I'm pretty sure everyone has seen a Roomba at some point in time. But to basically explain what the Roomba does, for those who don't know, a Roomba, after you sort of set it up, it first starts off by scanning its environment, right? Taking note of, okay, where are the walls in the room, where are the chairs, the furniture, and stuff like that. And then once that happens, after it's sort of set up like that, you can then have it clean that entire space, right? Which, is automation of a repetitive task, right? No more having to do chores, sweeping up the kitchen and living room. Now you can just buy a Roomba to do it for you. Another example of an automation of repetitive tasks would be self-driving, right? Self-driving has become increasingly popular, especially in places like Los Angeles and San Francisco with Waymo. For those who are not aware, Waymo is a self-driving car company, right? That just recently got out of its beta tests and now is starting to see a lot more popularity, right, in certain cities, right? I believe they're only really doing Waymos in like Los Angeles and San Francisco, like I just said. But me personally, I've driven around sometimes and I've seen these Waymo, self-driving cars. Now, as for like the self-driving cars, they obviously have somebody in the car, other than the customer, to basically take control of the car if it's just so goes out of control, right? But ultimately we will hit a point where the technology will improve enough to the point where it can reliably drive people around, essentially cutting out the need for taxi drivers and Uber drivers, which I will get into in a second. But yes, this is just a couple examples of automation of repetitive tasks here. And now the final thing I want to talk about is the drug discovery and development. So developing a new drug normally takes around like 10 to 15 years and billions of dollars. So AI drastically reduces this timeline, mainly by screening potential drug compounds, right? AI models can predict how molecules will interact with proteins, which will speed up the whole drug candidate selection, right? And then, it can also be used for repurposing existing drugs. An example of this would be back during the pandemic, AI was heavily used for finding COVID-19 treatments, right? Because what scientists were able to realize is that, even COVID-19 is like a different sort of virus, right? They were able to sort of use AI to connect some similarities with different other like diseases out there, allowing them to create a new vaccine, right? So AI was heavily used in this.